Sita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sita Pavana Sitaram. Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sita Pavana Sitaram. Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sita Pavana Sitaram. Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sitaram Jaya Laksman Hanuman. Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sitaram Jaya Laksman Hanuman. Jayam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Astotra Shishmat Abhay Charanavindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda Ki Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakti Vrinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Shri Sita Ram Laksman Hanuman Ki Sita Ram Laksman Hanuman Ki Sita Ram Laksman Hanuman Ki Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Mayapur Dham Ki Ganga Maya Ki Yamuna Maya Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Tulasi Maharani Ki Samavita Gaur Bhakti Vrinda Ki Janita Gopamanande. Oh glorious to some of the devotees. Oh glorious to some of the devotees. Oh glorious to some of the devotees. Oh glorious, oh glorious, oh glorious to Shri Guru, Shri Gauranga. Oh glorious to Shri Prabhupada Ki.
Hare Krishna, today's Srimad Bhagavatam class will be given by His Grace Saccinandan Hari Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihare Jaya Radha Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tera Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihare Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari. This is not the proper one. We don't offer this to the Lord. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nittai Gaura Hari Bol Nittai Gaura Hari Bol श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की श्रील प्रभुपाद की ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिके कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय Nama Pankajamaline Nama Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangrahe Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Medhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayai Pataye Namaha. See whatever goes. Hare Krishna. Wish you all a very happy Sri Ramanavami. Today is a very auspicious day. Today is the appearance of Lord Sri Rama. The Lord's appearance is transcendental. It is not like our birth. It is Divya. And Lord comes at His own will. It is said in Bhagavad Gita that Sambhavami Atmamayaya Ajopi san naveyatma bhutanam ishwaropi san prakritistham adhisthaya sambhavami atmamayaya. That I appear at my own free will, sambhavami atmamayaya. He takes a will to appear. Out of His own will He comes. But our appearance is we are kicked. We are kicked with a great force of Maya, that we don't have any other option, and we come into this world. We are not taken birth out of our own choices. So we are taken birth by our own karmic reactions, we take birth. But Lord is beyond, can switch off this fan. He is beyond the karmic reactions. He's never tainted by any material qualities. He is completely spiritual, transcendental. But still, He comes as a normal human being and He lives with the humans. He performs many pastimes and He teaches many lessons. He leaves many teachings, many lessons, and He goes back to His abode. It is only the Lord's birth and the pure devotees of the Lord, their birth we celebrate. We don't celebrate any common man's birth. That we may celebrate in our homes, and that is limited. Have you ever celebrated your great grandfather birthday? You don't know only. So this itself shows that how God is everyone's. God is everyone's. And His birth is transcendental. That means even though lakhs and lakhs of years pass, still we celebrate His birthday. So that there are many appearances days of the Supreme Lord. There are many like Krishna Ashtami, Janmashtami, Ram Navami, Gaur Purnima, Varaha Dvadashi, Vamana avatar. Different avatars are there. Every avatar is special because there is variety in the Lord also. Variety, it is said in English that variety is the mother of enjoyment. If you want enjoyment, then there should be variety. Suppose today you are given idli vada chutney. Tomorrow also idli vada chutney. Day after tomorrow also idli vada chutney. How do you feel? Every day idli vada. You feel very bored. You want different items, idli vada, then upma, then pongal, then some paratha, then some Italian pizza, then different items. If you have different items, then that will be nice. You feel you like to have it. So similarly, the Lord has varieties because there are unlimited souls who want different types of relationships. So the Lord takes appearance, or the Lord is manifested in different varieties, different forms for the pleasure of His devotees, because everyone is in different rasas. So even though we like in ISKCON we worship majorly Krishna or Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he had himself showed that he is none other than Krishna and Rama only. In Jagannath Puri to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had showed 6-handed form, Shedbhuja Gauranga form. 2 hands, Krishna playing flute, 2 hands, Lord Rama catching bow and arrow, and 2 hands is Kamandalam and Sannyasi Danda. 6-handed form. Lord Chaitanya came to give Krishna Prem, to spread the love of Godhead, to give the love of Godhead, Goloka Vrindavan Dham. But there are few devotees of Lord Chaitanya who were devotees of Lord Ram. For example, Murari Gupta is considered to be Hanuman's incarnation. And there is another devotee whose name was Anupam, who is the younger brother of Rupa and Sanatan. So he was also a devotee of Lord Ram. So for both of them, Lord Chaitanya would tell them, chant Krishna's name. Chant Krishna. You are chanting Ram? No. Krishna's name is superior. Chant the name of Krishna. So they would go in the night, whole day night, they would chant Krishna, Krishna, they would chant. And they would come back to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and say, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are not able to chant Krishna's name. We are not able to give up the Lord Ram's name. We are attached to Lord Ram only. We cannot give up the name of Lord Ram. Yes, sir. So yes, you are in very proper position. You have developed attachment for Lord Ram, for the Supreme Lord. Continue your devotional service. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he traveled South India, he visited different holy places. And while visiting different holy places, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would sing, Krishna, 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 Hai, Krishna, 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 Hai, Krishna, 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 Rakshamam, Krishna, 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 Pahimam, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rakshamam, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Pahimam. So in this way, Lord Chaitanya would sing Krishna's and Ram's name and would travel in South India. So once he visited one Brahmana, and this Brahmana was a great devotee of Lord Ram. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sannyasi, he would only eat in Brahmana's house, prasadam. So this Brahmana, he was in full ecstasy. He would say, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would come, so please serve me prasadam. So wait. Lakshmana had gone to bring vegetables and grocery. Please wait, he will come. And Sita ji is waiting here for cooking. So please wait till the time Lakshmana brings the grocery, vegetables, and Sita ji will cook. Then I will offer. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appreciated his spontaneous, ecstatic, pure devotional service. Then suddenly he will come out of that mood and he would start cooking, and then he would offer to the Lord deities, and then he would keep in front, and then he would serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, "You also take prasadam." Then he says, "I cannot take. I am feeling very sad. I am feeling very painful. I am not able to digest this pain. I am not able to tolerate this pain." Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, "Why? What happened to you? You are looking good. What is the pain that you are feeling?" And the Brahmana says, "How could the rascal Ravana touch Mother Sita and kidnap her? How? How could he do that? Mother Sita, she is so chaste. She is the goddess of fortune. How can a Rakshasa, Ravana, can kidnap Sita? How it is possible? I am not able to digest this incident." And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains that Sita which was kidnapped by Ravana, she is not the actual Sita. She is Maya Sita. She is not the actual Sita. Then he was little pacified. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go to further few more places in South India, and then at Rameshwaram, at Setu Bandhu, few Brahmanas were chanting from Kurma Puran. So there Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, while hearing those verses, he comes across these verses which say that Mother Sita is the Ravana who kidnapped Sita. She was not the actual Sita, she is Maya Sita. Then he takes those verses, references, and goes to the Brahmana and shows, you see, it's said in the scriptures. Then the Brahmana becomes pacified and starts eating. So that is a level of devotional service that they were doing. So in this way, there are so many pastimes of Lord Ram which comes in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Leela. But there is a level of intimacy. Even though Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are all the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, but there is a difference in the rasa. You see in the Bhagavatam, Lord Vishnu dealing with demigods or with the Rakshasas, he is like very professional. He just orders, "Oh, do this, do that, do this, do that, do like this, bring this, do like this." He will order demigods because he is the boss. And little ahead in the Ram avatar, Lord Ram, the intimacy is little more. That means there is a mood of friendship. Like Lord Ram, he left Ayodhya, and the first person whom he makes friendship was Guha. Then he makes friendship with Sugriva. Then he makes friendship with Vibhishana. And you see, these three people are in different classes. Guha is what? Is a Nishad Raj who lives as a tribe. He's out of the society. Somewhere in the forest, caves they would live. And then Sugriva, who is not even a human, who is a Vanara, is a different species. And then Vibhishana, who is from the demoniac family, demon family. So Lord Ram had done friendship, and there is another friend on the friendship is Jambavan, who is a very elderly man. So in this way, Lord Ram, we see there is an one step ahead, that is intimacy. That is friendship with his devotees. And that friendship also at different level. That's why Lord Ram, the quality that is exemplified here is Saushilyata. That means he never considers, I am so great, you are so low, I will not speak with you. He is never like that. Generally those who have money, power, name, fame, prestige, beauty, they forsake the lower people. This is a quality that we learn from Lord Ram, that even though he is unlimited, he has unlimited qualities, qualified, but still he makes friendship with even very small people also. So like this, there are 16 qualities of Lord Ram. There are how many qualities? 16 qualities. Actually, God is supreme and he will have unlimited qualities. 16 is very finite. But God's qualities are unlimited. We cannot measure only, we cannot count only. So therefore, Valmiki describes, Narada, Valmiki asked these 16 qualities to mention. And God doesn't have, see, because we cannot measure so many qualities, unlimited qualities of the Lord, so we are finite, so we can measure only few qualities. So 16. And God's qualities are so much that we cannot measure any bad quality in God, because there is no bad qualities only. Whereas in our case, we have so many unlimited bad qualities that it is not possible to count how many bad qualities we have. And we have nothing good qualities, because conditioned soul is completely sinful. It is not possible even to count good qualities. We don't have any good qualities. So that is how God is on that level and we are on this level. And why 16? That is also a significance is there. Lord Ram is, it's like, he is compared to moon, because moon is having 16 faces. 16 faces moon has. So similarly, Lord Rama is called Sri Ramachandra. He is compared to the moon because he also has 16 qualities which are like 16 faces of the moon. So that's why he is termed as Sri Ramachandra. So the first question that in the first interaction between Narada and Valmiki, the first sloka of Ramayana is that Valmiki inquires from Narada. Being taken birth in India, every Indian, if we don't know this first sloka of Ramayana, it is a shame on us. We should feel very shameful if we don't know first sloka of Ramayana. How many of you know first sloka of Ramayana? So that is our condition. At least we should know what is first sloka of Bhagavad Gita, first sloka of Bhagavatam, first sloka of Ramayana. Otherwise, how we are called as devotees of Lord Rama or Lord Krishna? It will be a shame on us. Being a Bharati, at least we should know the first sloka. So the first sloka of Ramayana is Tapasvadhyaya niratam tapasvi vagmidam varam naradam paripapracha valmikir munipungavam. First sloka. Actually, Ramayana is a kavya. It is a kavya. So kavya, it is very kavyam. It is very kavyam itself is very beautiful. The poets write in a very beautiful scenic way. They describe so many surroundings, beauty, prakriti, birds, trees, rivers. All this comes you see in Ramayana. So kavya means very beautiful poetic explanation. So Ramayana is a kavya which is already beautiful through its verses explanation, But another, there is much more deeper meaning, inner meaning. Like any shloka has a guhya ardha, which acharyas explain. So Ramayana, even though it is kavya, but there is every shloka in Ramayana, it has a deeper meaning, guhya ardha, secret meanings are there, that the acharyas has explained. So the first shloka, the Valmiki speaks, tapasvadhyaya niratam, tapasvi vakvidamaram, naradam pariprapacha, Valmikir munipungavam. It is said, Naradam pariprapracha, Valmiki. So Valmiki pariprapracha. Pracha means prashna. Here it is said pariprapracha. In our everyday life, we ask many questions like, when is prasadam? Or, how should I go there? Who is he? Where is my mobile? How are you? What did you eat? We ask these questions, no? Where are you? All these things are related to external things. It's all material. But pariprapracha means inquiry. That means 5 things which are considered to be very, very major inquiries every human has to do. It is said in the scriptures that, who am I? Who should I attain? Who am I? Whom should I attain? How should I attain that? What are the obstacles while attaining that aim? And what is the benefit of attaining that goal? When someone is asking these questions, he is considered to be asking pariprapracha. That means, like it is said in Bhagavad Gita, tadviddhi pranipatena pariprashnena. You should not go to Guru and ask, where should I take flat? Should I take in Hyderabad, Archana? Which job should I do? So these are very useless questions. When you go to Guru, you should ask the spiritual questions. That is, something which is related to spiritual, to God. How can I advance in devotional service? How can I remove my anarthas? How can I develop taste for chanting? How can I develop taste for hearing? How can I do more seva to the Vaishnavas? So when you ask these questions, then you are in the pariprashna category. Otherwise you are just in the prashna category. So Narada was asked by Valmiki pariprashna. And it is also said in the first shloka, what are the 3 qualities of a guru? It is also defined who is a guru, what are his 3 qualities. Tapha, Swadhyaya, Niratam, Tapasvi, Vagvidamvaram. Who is a guru? The guru is the one who is doing tapasya, who is tapasvi, who is doing austerity. And Swadhyaya Niratam, that he is reading, he is studying and analyzing the scriptures. And Vagvidamvaram, that is, he is expert in preaching to others. These 3 are the qualities of a guru. What is the first quality? You should be a... You are listening or sleeping? Everyone, I feel all sleepy. What is the first quality? Tapasvi. He should be a tapasvi. Austerity. Sense control. He is sense control. He is austere. You see in ISKCON, you see the gurus, very less time they give for sleeping. Very less time for chit-chatting. Not even time allocated for that. always busy, very less time for eating, sleeping, very little they eat, very little they sleep. You see the Prabhupada's life, very little he would sleep, austere life. Because the human life is meant for purification, austerity. Austerity of the body, austerity of the mind, austerity of the speech. The first sloka of Upadeshamrita, what is that? Vacho vegam, manasa krodha vegam, jihva vegam, mudropastha vegam, etan vegan, yo vishaheta dira, sarvam apimam prithvim sashish. Who can become a guru? One who has those qualities. So he should be tapasvi. He cannot be a bhogi, he should be a tapasvi. And swadhyaya, he should be very expert in studying. He is very expert in the scriptures. And not only expert in the scriptures, but he is able to explain to all the classes of men and in a way that they could understand. That is the expertness of a guru. A guru is not one, no, he has big knowledge, he is speaking and people are not understanding anything. That is not the quality of guru. The guru means he has great knowledge, but he is able to explain that knowledge to the people in a way that they are able to understand. That is the most important thing. So these qualities Narada has. And that is how Valmiki is addressing Narada. Tapaswadhyayanizam, tapasvi vagvidam muram. Narada means Naram plus Da. Naram means knowledge. Da means one who gives. So one who gives knowledge is Narada. So then the Valmiki asks the question that I want to know about a person who has so and so qualities. Konvasmin sampratam loke gunavan kascha viryavan dharmagnascha kritagnescha satyavakya dhrudavrata charitrena chako yukta sarvabhuteshu kohitaha vidwan kha samarthascha Kaschaika Priyadarshanaha. In the 3 slokas he mentions 16 qualities. Atmavan ko jitakrotho dyutiman kona suyaka kasya bhibhyati devakscha jataro shasya samyuga. So he mentions 16 qualities. I want to know about a person who has these 16 qualities. He says, Gunavan, one who is full with virtue. Lord Rama is full of virtue. He has unlimited, as I said, he has unlimited wonderful divine qualities. Gunavan, virtuous. He never spoke lie, he never hurt anyone. He never harmed anyone unnecessarily. Viryavan is full of vigor, strength. Like in the Dandakaranya forest, the Ravana had sent 14,000 Rakshasas headed by Khara and Dushan. And Lord Rama was a single person. Single-handedly he attacked, he killed all these 14,000 Rakshasas. Marichi he did not kill. He shooted Marichi and Marichi went and fell in the ocean and that became Mauritius, no? So in that way, single-handedly he defeated 14,000 Rakshasas. Just imagine, one person killing 14,000 Rakshasas. Not even a drop of sweat is coming from his head. He is dharmagnasya. He follows dharma. He knows the rules of dharma. He follows dharma. When the father said that Ram has to go to forest, he did not go to forest, father and say, hey, how can you say like that? He did not argue with father. He knows dharma means to follow the order of father. And when Kaushalya said before going, before Rama was leaving, Kaushalya said that, no, you be in the kingdom, don't go to forest. Let Bharat be coronated as a king, but why are you going to forest? Be in the kingdom only. Then he said that, you are the wife of Dasharath, and wife has to follow the words of the husband. So that is dharma. So he told this. And then Sita came. Sita was ready to accompany Lord Ram to the forest. And Ram was thinking that, how can I take Sita? Sita is so sensitive. She is a queen, she is very sensitive. So he is thinking of others' pros and cons also. If she comes with me, she has to face a lot of trouble. So he said that, no, you please be here. Kritagnasya, Lord Ram is thankful to even small services. It is said, Lord Ram, even though someone would do a little favor to Lord Ram, without intention also. Without intention, unknowingly, if someone has done little favor to Lord Ram, he would not forget that. He would not forget that person and that favor. And even though a person may commit a big offense to unfavor to Lord Ram, still he forgets. Still he forgets. That is the quality of Lord Ram. See why all these qualities are mentioned. These are qualities that a human has to follow. Lord Ram is Maryada Purushottama. But he came to teach how an ideal human being should be. As an ideal son, as ideal husband, ideal friend, ideal father, ideal king. How a human can be ideal in all the respects of life. And during when the Vanaras, when they were constructing the bridge towards Lanka, the Setu, Rama Setu, at that time Hanuman is bringing big boulders and putting into the water. And at that time this squirrel was coming in between. And Hanuman was telling, hey, get lost, otherwise you will become chutney. Get lost, get away from the way. So he was not seeing the little service that the squirrel is giving. So Hanuman is thinking, I am doing big thing, big service. Then Lord Ram called Hanuman and squirrel. Said, see Hanuman, it's not what the amount of service you are doing, but it's the quality that I see. You are doing, your capacity is to lift big boulders. So you are doing at your capacity. And this squirrel capacity is to lift small pebbles. So it is doing as per its capacity. So that is how Lord Ram recognized even a pebble is nothing. But even a small service that a squirrel has done, Lord Ram has recognized it. And then very lovingly, Lord Ram took the squirrel and he did like this. And that's why you see on the squirrel there are lines. So that is how Lord Ram had done like that. Patted. That's how the lines came on squirrel. So then, Satyavakya, he never spoke lie. Always truth. Always truth. Dhridavrata, if he has taken as any sankalpa, he will fulfill that. He will work on that. He will, he is determined, full determination. Charitre nacha yukta, his history is very glorious. Sarva bhuteshu hita. He thinks of welfare of each and every living entity. Vidwan, one who is with knowledge. Samartha, capable. Eka Priyadarshana. As soon as even a person just sees Lord Ram once, he will immediately become attracted to him. That is the beauty of Lord Ram. As soon as he sees once, that person becomes attracted to him. Atmavan, He is self-composed. Jitakrodha, that means he has conquered the anger. Lord Ram, he can bring the anger whenever he wants and he can send off the anger whenever he wants. Anger is in his control. Hey anger, come here, and anger will come. Hey anger, go away, anger will go. Our situation is not like that. Our situation, anger is controlling us. That is our situation. So Lord Ram, when the ocean was not giving way, he tried to pacify. He tried to pray for the Varuna. He tried few times, but he was not giving the way. Then he became very angry. So that is how it is. So that is how a human has to control the anger. Anger should be in his control. Dyutiman and Anasuyaka, he is no envy. Like when Kaikeyi said that you go to forest, Bharata will become king. He was not envious of Bharata, neither Kaikeyi. Why she is sending unnecessarily me to the forest? Neither on Bharata. Now Bharata is going to become the king. He was not envious for that. And he just gave the kingdom to Bharata. And then he came to forest. And there he killed Vali and gave the kingdom to Sugriva. And Sugriva is enjoying as a king. Neither in that time Lord Ram was envious. Then after the Ramayana, after the war, Yuddhakanda, Ravana was killed, and who became the king? Vibhishana. Still he was not envious. No, I have fought so much, I did so much hard work, I had collected all this army, I took the Lanka, which is the golden kingdom. Lanka is made of full of gold, which is golden, which is full of gold. Now I did so much hard work and now I am giving to Vibhishana. How will I, why should I give? I did so much hard work. He was not like that. He was not envious. Anasuya. So these are the 16 qualities of Lord Ram. It is also said how Lord Ram, he would speak. Shrutabhashi, Mitabhashi, Hitabhashi, Hitabhashi, Madhurabhashi and Purvabhashi. These are the 5 ways how he, when he speaks with someone, that is how he communicates. And you can also apply this in your day-to-day life. These are the 5 communication skills when you are speaking with someone. First is Purvabhashi. Like you are walking on the street and someone who is known to you is coming on the other side. So as soon as you saw him, how Lord Ram would, as soon as he sees that person, how Lord Ram would do? Before he speaks, Lord Ram would in forefront he would speak. Hi, how are you? He would adjust. He would address. Before that person speaks, he would address. So that's a very good quality. Before someone addressing you, you address him at the forefront. Our situation is 2 people go, we don't even look each other. Even look, we just like this and go. We don't even give an expression also, I think, sometimes. That is our situation. And whenever we see someone, we only remember bad qualities in him. अरे इसने ऐसा किया, अरे ऐसा किया, ऐसा बोला था, अरे ये ऐसा है. So Purvabhashi, that means before that person speaks, he would in the forefront, he would speak. Then, when speaking, Shrutabhashi, that means he would speak only the truth. He would speak only the truth. No lie, no hiding, nothing. He would speak the truth. Then, in speaking truth, he would speak Mitabhashi. Hitabhashi. Hitabhashi means while speaking, he would speak in the favor of that person, for his benefit, or those words which will benefit him. Like suppose you meet someone, so what are the words that will benefit him? Okay, are you reading Bhagavad Gita? Are you chanting? How is your sadhana? Are you able to do your services properly? Or something related to his benefit. That's called Hitabhashi. Then Mitabhashi, that means speak only that much which is required. It's not that, okay, now two people meet and take two chairs and keep speaking for hours and hours and hours. And other services are, forgot. So that's not the way. But Mitabhashi, speak only what is required. Just adding the salt. That's it. Then Madhurabhashi. That means even though when you are speaking the truth, speaking Hita, sometimes we try to bombard. Maya mein gir jayega, jap karo. Chant, read, you are in Maya. Sometimes we try to chastise. But he would speak in a Madhura Bhash, speak in a sweet way. It's very difficult. We may give lecture like this, but it's not that easy to speak like this. So in this way, Lord Ram was exemplified in his character. We should just compare ourselves with the Lord Ram's qualities, his dealings, his character. That is actually our, the benchmark, It's a standard. Just see the qualities of the Lord and where you are. That is how you can improve. But nowadays, people so foolishly, they consider some Tollywood hero, some Bollywood hero as their role model. And they try to imitate them because of no knowledge, complete ignorance. They don't know their the real benefit is in worshipping Lord Ram, following the Lord Ram. In Ramayana, there is a Guhya Arthas, as I said, there are Guhya Arthas mentioned. So, there were Vedas. Previous times, people were all chanting the Vedas, following different yagnas and all these things. So, Vedas are the basis of life. Whatever activity that we do is based on the Vedas. So, Vedas are it's like a guiding map. It's like a manual to the society. So, in the Vedas, there are 4 things which are mentioned. There are 4 Purusharthas. That is, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Dharma, what is your duty? You do it. Artha, you raise money, because with the money, then there is Kam, you can fulfill your material desires, then Moksha. Then you think of liberation. So the 4 things which Vedas recommend. But when Lord Ram appeared, and if you see the whole Ramayana, you can see these 4 things being very practically applied, but in a very, very spiritual way, so that a person is not entangled so much in this material world, and he is detached from this world, even though living in this world, and he is paving a way back to Godhead. Like Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. It is said Lord Rama represents Dharma. Artha is represented by Lakshmana. Kama represents Bharata and Moksha represents Shatrughna. How it is, I will tell you. Lord Rama is Dharmagna. Right? Just now we saw one quality. dharmagnascha kritagnyascha satyavakyo dridhavrata. He is the dharma personified. Who can be more dharmic than Lord Ram? He knows what is dharma and how to act on that. So, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. We say Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna. Rama is the first brother, his elder brother. Like when in the yajna, when Dasharatha has done yajna and 3 wives are there, Kaushalya, Sumitra, Kaikeyi. Kaushalya is the elder wife, Sumitra is the middle wife, and Kaikeyi is the younger wife. So when the yajna was over, the yajna purusha gave pot of sweet rice. Okay. And he told you have to distribute in an order. Elder wife should get the maximum portion, middle wife should get the next portion, then younger wife should get the lesser portion. And he was doing the mathematics how to distribute. So then he took the pot and he gave the half sweet rice to the elder wife. 50% he gave. In the remaining 50%, 25% he gave to Sumitra, the second wife. And in the remaining 20%, he made another half, that means 12.5. He gave to Kaikeyi. And the remaining 12.5 he gave to Sumitra. So 4 parts were made. So from this 4 parts, 4 sons were appeared. From the Kaushalya came Lord Ram appeared, and from Sumitra came Lakshmana and Shatrugna, and from the Kaikeyi came Bharata. So the order is first Lord Ram appeared, after Ram Bharata appeared, after Bharata, Lakshmana and Shatrugna appeared. So if you see the order as per the age, Rama, Bharata, Lakshmana and Shatrugna. But we say like that, we never say like that. We don't say Rama, Bharata, Lakshmana, Shatrugna. We say always Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna. So Lord Rama is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lakshmana is Lakshmana represents also Guru. The Guru is always at the shelter of Lord. Bharata represents devotee. And Shatrugna represents devotee of the devotee. Laksman is always with Lord Ram. But Bharata, he followed the order of Lord Ram and he was away. He was always thinking. And Shatrugna, he was always with Bharata. He was never with, he was very few. He was always with Bharata. So that is how the Ramayana Acharyas describe. And as I said, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. So we should not say continuously, we should say Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. These two are separate. In Bhagavatam, if you remember, there is a very beautiful shloka which says that Dharmasya hi apavargasya narthorthayopakalpate narthasya dharmaikantasya kamo labhaya hi smrita. He said, all occupational engagements are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. They should never be performed for material gain. That means dharma is never to be performed for material gain, artha. Furthermore, according to sages, one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service should never use material gain to cultivate sense gratification. That means you should never use artha for kama. So to exemplify the teachings of Vedas, Lord Rama appeared. Lakshmana represents artha, and artha should always be used in the propagation of dharma. Even though Bharata is, greater than, elder than Lakshmana, but we put Lakshmana here. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna. So which shows that dharma, the artha should always be used in the service of dharma, and it should never be used in the sense gratification. Kama moksha, we should have desire. Desire should be there. For what desire we should have? Not the desire for sense gratification, but kama moksha, desire for liberation, going back to Godhead. Artha has to be used in the service of dharma, and kama has to be used in the way going back to Godhead. To exemplify this, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna, they appeared. So in this way, Ramayana has lot of secret guhya arthas, and as I said, we should see ourselves. We should compare we can never compare actually the qualities of the Lord, but it's a parameter that we check. How when we contemplate on the qualities of Lord Ram, at least we try to go to some higher level and become a human. Even to become a human is very, very difficult. Because human means what Lord Ram had exhibited those qualities. That's the very highest qualities. So even to become a human is very, very rare thing. So in this way, Ramayana, in the olden days, people used to read Ramayana in every home, and there used to be Ramayana kathas. In that way, those qualities were imbibed into the people. But nowadays, it's very hard to see someone speaking or dealing or behaving or his qualities. It's very difficult to find someone having virtues, having auspicious qualities. But anyways, by the blessings, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, he had created this society, ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, where we can read those scriptures, we can discuss those scriptures, we can live with devotees who are having such qualities, because it's coming in the parampara. So in this way we can develop these qualities. The real ornaments for a man is not some gold chains or gold rings. The real ornaments are the qualities. Vaishnava, the real ornament for a Vaishnava is his guna, the characters, the qualities. That should be our real goal. But if our goal is to become more and more externally affluent, then we can never attain such divine qualities. We should focus on these qualities. Purification of the heart. You can know yourself how much you are advanced by judging these qualities in us. And that should be the goal of life. Every day we may be counting how much money I collected or how much money I gained, how much items I sold, how many people are glorifying me for my glorious activities, how many people are respecting me, how much I am enjoying. So all these things are useless. The human means he should inquire about these qualities. Okay, we take this quality. Bhagavad Gita, there are divine and demoniac qualities are mentioned. Am I developing divine qualities or am I developing demoniac qualities? So it's everyday examination, everyday test that we need to do ourselves. That in which direction we are going. Then certainly to go back to Godhead, we should develop divine qualities. And Ramayana is one of the best book. You read that book, you understand the qualities of Lord Ram, and then you try, and we have to work, and every human has to work to get those qualities. So Hare Krishna, I would like to end here. Thank you very much for hearing, and once again wish you happy Sri Ramnavami. If any questions or comments, you can please ask. Yes. Sorry? Bhadrachalam. This is a place called Bhadrachalam, here 6-7 hours from Hyderabad. So that comes in Dandakaranya forest area. So Lord Ram, when he was in exile in the forest, he lived there for a few time. He was there, and there are still the impressions were there of Lord staying there, where his seat was there, where he would dry his clothes, where he would take his bath, where the Mother Sita would cook, where she would, where Rama and Sita would play some sports, and also it is a place where a great devotee called Sri Ramadasu had built a very famous temple, Bhadrachala Sri Sita Ramachandra Swami, and he made this temple in a very unique way, collecting taxes and making a temple. He was Tahsildar. He used government money for making a temple. I thought after making temple I will take donations and I'll give back that money. But then some sinful people, they complained to the king and they made him to put in jail. And this jail is still there in Golconda, you can see, where he was there, and he made Rama statues on the wall. He was worshipping, singing songs and glorifying the Lord. And Lord Ram personally came. Ram and Laksman came and gave back that money to the king. In that time the Muslim king was there, Tanisha. In the dream he gave. And those money that he gave, that Lord Ram paid, was the golden coins which were used in the time of Lord Ram. That's called Rāmāyaṇas. Still now, those Rāmāyaṇas which was there during Lord Ram time, you will see in the museum in Bhadrachalam. So it's very amazing thing. And he wrote wonderful songs glorifying Lord Ram, glorifying pure devotional service. It's a very beautiful story. You can read about him. And we'll visit sometime. Yes. So that challenge is always there. You just explain them how you are suffering with your enjoyment. In this world, in the current world, how you have to preach someone is how much you will be suffering, and or how much you are suffering. A great suffering, you are in a great suffering with your own enjoyment. If you just tell this much, they will tell Hare Krishna and come to us. You just enlighten them about their suffering. No, the world is, as you said, it's artha and kama, using material gain for sense enjoyment. What is sense enjoyment? Say taking some drugs or smoking or illicit sex, all these things have perverted reactions. Every sinful enjoyment has a bad reaction. You just explain them what bad reactions you are going to get, how much suffering you will be getting. You enlighten them about their ignorance. That is how you have to preach. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Sri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki, Sri Ramayana ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Sri Ram Navami Mahamotsav ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. So now there will be Kirtan. The Kirtan will continue. And 12:30 there will be Aarti and Prasadam for all. Hare Krishna.